how are you? Hope you're good. Oh my god, there's people laughing at me outside. That's so awkward. Why do they do that? Anyway, so I am so excited to finally welcome you to the day 1 of 7 days of top 7. If you have joined me in this, I am super excited to see your videos, read your blogs, or read your Instagram descriptions. You get me. As I said previously, you're more than welcome to leave the links to those things down below and share this with everyone so we can find each other and make new friends and be just happy. And so the topic of today is top 7 books that should be movies. And I did explain that it doesn't have to be movies, it can be, you know, just on screen. So, you know, without further ado, here comes nothing, and here comes also my list. I will do this bottom up, so number 1 is gonna be left for last for, you know, that added suspense. So at number 7 we have Rat Queens, which is a comic book, and it features a group or a gang of girls and like other gangs as well. They're like 7 Daves and stuff that fight crime, but they're also sort of criminals themselves, and they're really sassy. The main thing is that they're really sassy. They have depth to them, but it's mostly just really funny. So I would love for this to be one of those really sassy animation series. I would just love that. That would be great. The lightning struck hard. And I think this would be an amazing comedy as well. I've already spoken a lot about this, but it's about a gay wizard apprentice. Basically everyone in that book is gay. They're super sassy, super powerful, and really funny. There's also a unicorn without a horn and sexually aggressive dragon. It's all in sort of like medieval times, and wizards are really like respected, but not our main character, who's the wizard's apprentice, and no one takes him seriously. And it has a lot of brilliant messages, but it's also really funny. So I think it would be a really good movie. I just feel like the way it was written would really translate well into a really sarcastic movie. At number 5 we have The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. I believe this could be like a Star Trek kind of thing, so like a TV show or movies, and it's all about the crew, because I feel like this book really focused on the crew and some aspects of interspecies interactions and prejudice and artificial intelligence and the philosophical questions of where does it stop to be a machine and starts to be a sentient being. And I just feel like it would really translate on screen, which is gonna be something that I say about every single one of them, isn't it? Because this is the topic. But you get me, I'm so excited. I would be so happy if this hit the screens. I would watch the heck out of it. At number 4 we have The Raven Boys. I know this is the Dream Thieves, but let's pretend it's The Raven Boys. Okay, thank you. Now for this one, I wouldn't expect it to be that awesome on screen, to be fair, but I feel like if you like Riverdale, this could be something like Riverdale, but like better. Less cringy, more like darker and mysterious and like supernatural. I don't know, it just gives me the vibe because we have this group of teenagers that also sort of started meeting up in this place that our main character worked at, and it was like a diner, and it's all like American and like rich boys and like not so rich girl, and I don't know, it just, maybe Blue is not as epic as Jughead, but I feel like this would be really relate, but it could make if it was filmed with the budget and the beauty of Riverdale but made into less cringy, more dark TV show by Netflix, I would really appreciate that, because we don't have a TV, so Netflix is all I have. At number 3 we have A Darker Shade of Magic, and I know for a fact that Sony has already bought or are working on Darker Shade of Magic coming onto the screens. I think it's gonna be maybe a movie. I don't know if it's very for certain, but I know that Schwab mentioned that during the meetup in Edinburgh, and I am so happy. So not only do I wish for this to be on the screen, but it might actually be on the screen. Calming down. And at the whopping number 2 we have Monstrous. This is a comic about quite a young girl who doesn't really understand what sort of monster is inside of her. It's about this world where people are separated into magical and non-magical and different kinds of magical, and it's quite a gruesome, cruel world where slavery was still a thing, and there are races that have human, half animal, and it's very interesting and it's so beautiful, and I think this would make a wonderfully beautiful movie if done right. And now actually at number 1 is something that I don't really speak a lot about on my channel, and I don't really know why. I think it's just because sometimes I look at my shelves and this one's quite like far and I don't really notice it because it's covered by a lot of candles, so I sort of forget about it. But I feel like this would be a brilliant movie and it would be a really scary movie, and that is The Call. And this is all about this weird Fairyland mixing with the real world, where every adolescent is getting that call, but it's not really, you know, just your normal call. No, this is a call that brings you for a day, fight for your life, which is usually you have like no chance of survival, but to fight for your life against the Fae people because they have a grudge against Irish people for like banishing them into that world or something like that. But they are really cruel, and at some point it was mentioned that someone scooped the organs of this one guy that got called as if it was like cream cheese, and that scene just like really stuck with me for all of these months now, because this was like one of the first books I read on this channel. Like, holy crap, it was graphic. It's really easy to read, by the way. The font of this book is like massive, but it has some really disturbing scenes, and I feel like it would be awesome on a screen, because I also I had this like image of the Fairyland really vividly in my mind, so I feel like a half of it is already done by the book, so it would be really easy just to turn it into an actual movie. I know there's gonna be a second one, so you know, it could be a second movie. And our main character is actually is someone who is physically disabled, and everyone's basically like, you have no chances of survival when you are cold, but maybe she does. I am so looking forward to seeing all of your choices. As I said, link it down below, or just say it is on my channel or something like that, so I can go and find it. If you weren't able to participate, or if you didn't want to participate but would still want to leave your top choice, please do so in the comments. I would love to hear your top first choice of a book that you would love to see on the screen. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for another one. Bye!